Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Lisa and I love everything makeup, especially colorful makeup, especially indie brands. Oh yes. This video, I'm going to be starting quarterly, so every 3 months. Project empties, okay? I don't bother doing Project Pan because I know for a fact that I'm never going to pan any of my shadows. I have a large eyeshadow palette collection, so I mean it's steadily grown. There's just no way that I'm going to do a Project Pan. But Project Empties every 3 months, like I definitely could get on board with that, making sure keeping myself accountable for, everything that I'm, as a consumer, and making sure that I'm trying to go through skincare, foundations, concealers, lipsticks, mascaras, eyeliners, eyebrow products, all sorts of stuff like that. And so that's what I'm gonna do. It might be monthly, but I think I'm gonna instead, I'll probably do like every 3 months, quarterly. So doing the empties, making just sharing what I feel, is important. That yes, the beauty community with consumerism, we're the consumption that we all, especially if you're a collector, if you have the collector mentality, purchasing, so just keeping yourself, or myself, accountable for the things that I do have that I know for sure that I'm going to go through, like my skincare. I do use several skincare brands, but I rotate them every few months. So, between the cleansers, toners, essences, moisturizers, treatment stuff, Love Go Pure Medicube, just getting into pharmacy. I love Pixie, the Skin Treats line. Absolutely love her toner, and exfoliants, the sprays. I actually have this one, which I use to spray my shadows, so I'm not using my expensive, setting mist, you know what I mean? But this is just a small, project empty. And so I won't post another one for probably another 3 months. So this was my first time ever trying Glow Recipe. And for as many times as I've walked past it in Sephora, and it sits right next to Drunk Elephant, and even though Glow Recipe is a smidge cheaper, okay, I have always heard so much about Glow Recipe and how great it is. And now I definitely, because I think it's been about almost 2.5 months. This lasted me, and I used this every day to every day for the most part, once a day in the morning. And when I tell you I'm definitely hooked on this and I need to repurchase, this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me. This Broom Watermelon Glow Mist, it's instant hydration as soon as the mist, and it's got a wonderful mister on it. Like, as soon as it hits your skin, in my opinion, and it's just like instant hydration. This is beautiful product. Love. I absolutely love this, and I will be repurchasing. Yeah, that's an empty. And I do have the Cloudberry moisturizer, the BHA PHA Glow Recipe Watermelon exfoliator. I have that as well, and also the new watermelon pore thing primer. And I do use that. I thought I wasn't going to before for prep make, but I found myself actually using that and then kind of rubbing it in really, really well, letting that sit for quite a while before I even would put any kind of moisturizer or anything like that on. And I found that my foundation was laying a lot more even, if that makes sense, I guess. Which it should, because it's supposed to like fill your pores, but also reduce the size of your pores as well, or the looks of your pores. And I find that the past couple of 2.5 months that I've been using that, and I do use a small amount, and I still got about a quarter left of that. So probably in my next empties, probably the rest of my Glow Recipe products will be in that one, in that video. So been loving Glow Recipe, and I definitely, the products that I've been using will be a repurchase for sure. This one, now I do have the Soft Glam. And if I had to choose between both of these, I probably will repurchase this. The longevity of it is not the greatest, but for like content, stuff like that, and if I know I'm not really going it, this is great foundation, right? I think this is a really beautiful, affordable foundation. So is this. Again, this is the e.l.f. Satin, the Flawless Satin Foundation. I used this up. It was so pretty. There's a pump on it, and I had used it almost every day. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really pretty. Full coverage, medium to full. You can build it. It's glass bottle, high, you know. So I'll definitely repurchase this. And this one, I definitely repurchase this as well, because I think that this is a pretty foundation, especially I'm 50. So these foundations also take into consideration being 50, mature skin, having large pores, texture, all of that. Regardless, I do have a frugal, trust me, and I am an exfoliating fool. Sometimes I go overboard with it. But like this whole like large, we'll never take care of that problem without laser resurfacing. And this bitch ain't got that kind of money to do that. So I try to take care of my skin the best way I can with the skincare that I have. And hey, it is what it is. And you know what? Makeup is an expression. It's not about being beautiful, okay? It's about expression. And if it makes you feel pretty, if it makes you feel good, then that's amazing. You know what I mean? I know when I have a full face of makeup on, I feel pretty, you know, even when I don't have makeup on, in my opinion, you know, I feel pretty. I'm me, and I'm happy to be me. You know, just be happy to be you. And all of this stuff, you know, it's just for self-expression. And if it makes you feel good, then I love that for you. You know, that's all that counts. It's all that matters. So I really like this foundation. I've heard mixed reviews on both, to be honest, but I like them. Longevity, you know what I mean? So yeah, that. Just finished the Bad Gal, what is this? The Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. Just finished this, I think 2 days ago. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Definitely will be repurchasing a full size. This is a deluxe sample, and this is what I do when I'm trying out new mascaras, like at Sephora, Ulta, if I can. I've been really enjoying this one. This is from Tarte, their new, what is this? The Lights Camera Lashes. I like the packaging, and I think it's really a good formula. Again, Lancome, their new Idol, I guess. And this is the deluxe sample. Love this and would definitely recommend. I love the wand. This is a beautiful formula. It's a beautiful mascara, just saying. So this, definitely a repurchase. Just finished this a couple days ago. And I am so sad that Give Beauty is no longer in Sephora. I don't know if if Give Beauty is still a thing or not. If they still, I haven't even checked a website or anything. But this is my go-to. I really love this eye pencil. My brows, for the most part, are already full. I do, as I've gotten older, spare, you know, spotches and whatnot. So I do still have to do some, well, I don't have to, but, you know, I do like to fill in my brows. But for the most part, they're still pretty full, except for right here, and then these little spare part, like sparingly here, like spots. So, but I don't do like gel tint, clear gel only, and a black or ebony or whatever. And this was the, I think, Hell of On Point. Yeah. Which it's got the spoolie on one end, and then, you know, and I went through this, I think it lasted because I used it every day. Like, this was, and I was able to grab another one, but after that, I'm like on the hunt for another one, and I did buy the e.l.f. one. All right. So any suggestions, let me know in the comments, please and thank you. That is similar to the Give Beauty. I'm sure Rare Beauty probably has amazing ones too, so I'd like to check that. Of course, Benefit. Benefit is and ABH. I don't like the whole triangle thing. Or just give me the regular pointed stick, you know what I'm saying? And let me do my thing. So sucks that they're not there, but I went through this, I think it was it lasted me probably about 4 months, and of course use every day. So glad that I have, but I'm already almost halfway through that one already. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. And this eyeliner, I think I had for 2 years, and finally, and I think it's Maybelline or CoverGirl. I don't recommend this. I have two of them. The other one is almost gone. I will never. This runs like a mother. It doesn't stay put in the waterline. It runs, and yes, it has like the spongy where you're supposed to smudge it out, but even smudging it out, especially in humid, forget it. Forget it. You're going to look like a freaking walking zombie by the end of the day. Hate this. But I did buy 2, so I'm going to go through them, and I'm almost done with the other one, and I will never get this again. Went the ABH because I was looking for a really good brow gel, a clear one, and this is the ABH clear brow gel. I went out and purchased the full size. I love this. So I had gone through that, I think, within the 3 months. So using it every day, a deluxe sample size. So went out and got a full size. Love this. Okay, absolutely love this. This is by e.l.f. If you've been with me for a hot minute, you know I really love e.l.f. products. I mean, there are some hit and miss things and longevity stuff with their formulas, but they're a great brand that dupes some high-end shit, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, their formulas are pretty on point. So this, again, is peach. It's a color corrector. I do have a green one, and I went and purchased 2 more peach ones because I literally, whether it was because I was just feeling lazy that day or I just didn't want to put a full face of foundation on, you know what I'm saying? But I pretty much put this like in my T-zone where I needed it and used my beauty blender, and literally that was it. And just like powdered. And you couldn't tell, like peach corrects everything on my face. It corrects for me. So yeah, I went through this, and then so I was like, shit. So I went and bought 2 more. And I'm halfway done with one of them. So really enjoying this. Love that. And the 2 other products that I have in my bin for now, if you get a chance, Milani. I love Milani. e.l.f. and Milani are the 2 that I, at, you know, drugstore products, if like Walgreens, CVS, stuff like that. This fruit fetish. These oils are so good. I have gone through several of these. It just so happens that a few months ago, this January, I was like, I am going to put my empties and save them. And I knew I wanted to do this video at some point. So I don't have the other empty bottles, but there was 3 other ones. Every time I would do, my makeup, or I had 1 in my purse, 2 by my vanity, like 1 on my desk. Like, these are really great. Really great. I love them. This one was the raspberry peach. So good. Love this. And then the last thing was from Pixie, and this was Pixie by Petra, and this was the brow gel, clear gel. Of course, it got contaminated with the brow pencil. But you know what? This I did not like. It didn't hold whatsoever. And I don't really like a laminated. And I went and got the Patrick Ta Deluxe sample. And that stuff crusts. Like, it flakes, in my opinion. It'll freaking hold. It'll laminate your brows to your friggin' face for sure. So if that's what you love, the Patrick Ta, yeah. I'll probably end up I'll use it up, but I'm going to go through my ABH first. This was just if you don't like that whole laminate, I mean, I like it to hold, but not be laminated, but yet I just want it to hold. This kind of was in between. It was very soft and didn't keep my brows. So I went through it. I used it. Would I repurchase? No. So that is it, my friends. And for the quarterly empties. And let me know if you like this video. If you're new, hopefully you subscribe. Stay a while. Give the video a thumbs up. Please do share, because it helps my channel. And I appreciate it so, so much. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it informative. And let me know, do you have any of these products and what do you think? So with that, till next time.